Hey, so you're ready to dive into love, huh? Not the mushy Hallmark movie kind, but the real deal. The stuff that drives our relationships, our passions, our desires, the big stuff. We're going deep into Introduction to Love by Deng Lewis, and it's going to get interesting.
This book isn't your typical love story. Luth digs deep into what makes us tick, what fuels those desires, and how love plays a major role. He's got a very specific approach to love, kind of like a scientist, but more philosophical.
Yeah, it's all about the why behind the what. Luth makes a big distinction between writers and thinkers. He says, anyone can write about love, but it's about being a thinker, really digging into the roots that truly matters.
And he sees love as this powerful primal force driven by desire. It's almost like we're wired for it, like it's part of our basic human instinct, just as much as hunger or thirst.
It's like he's pulling back the curtain on this fundamental part of human experience. We're constantly navigating between pleasure and pain, and he argues that love is central to it all. It's not just romantic love either. He says it applies to our love for anything that fulfills us, our art, our work, our friendships, even things that aren't necessarily love in the traditional sense.
What I find so fascinating is that he doesn't just focus on the good parts of love. He acknowledges that love isn't always easy or perfect.
Hmm.
He brings up this analogy of breathing. We don't really think about it, right, until something makes it hard to breathe. It's the same with love. We often take it for granted until we experience loss or heartbreak, and then we realize how important it is.
That's a powerful way to think about it. He also gets real about how love is deeply personal, and he makes a point of saying that it's not a one-size-fits-all experience. Our culture, our experiences, even our physical limitations like sight or hearing, all play a huge role in how we perceive and experience love.
This really gets into the nitty-gritty of what shapes our understanding of love. And, Lewis is a strong advocate for showing love rather than just saying it.
Yeah.
He believes that actions speak louder than words.
You mean like instead of saying I love you over and over, you actually do something that shows you care. I think that's what makes love feel so powerful, right? When you see someone's actions match their words, it makes the feeling so much more real.
Right. He also delves into how love is dynamic, how it changes and evolves over time. Our expectations, our desires, they're all in flux, and so is our love. He even talks about how our backgrounds and experiences really shape our ability to give and receive love.
So what does this all mean for you, listener? It means stepping outside of your usual definitions of love, looking beyond the surface, and getting to the core of what really makes us connect. Why do we choose certain people? What are we looking for in relationships? And what are we willing to sacrifice for love? Lewis challenges us to think about these questions and to understand the true nature of love, not just the superficial parts.
He ends with a really powerful idea. He asks us to examine our own concept of love. Where did it come from? What experiences shaped our understanding?